Today we're going to get spooked out in Beyond Hanwell. Now, Beyond Hanwell is an open-world psychological horror game that has you going around massacring Lovecraftian horrors, while also having strategy puzzle elements like a horror game usually does. So I'm going to play the demo, give you my gameplay and commentary, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you my first impressions review to see if it's the right game for you. Now, it is developed and published by Steel Art Software, taking on both roles, way to go, and the game seems like it's looking pretty good, so I think they got a good head on their shoulders for this. Now, as always, I don't own the music in this video, it's the developers, but I want to show it off because it's a horror game, and you got to get that music to create that ambiance and kind of scary atmosphere, right? And of course, before we get into it, please click the link above my head to go to my playlist to check out more indie games. Yeah, dude, let's go get spooked out, pee my pants in Beyond Hanwell. Alright, welcome to my second attempt at recording this demo. Again, if you want to get to the gameplay, just go ahead and skip ahead. But, as always, I like to show the main menu of a game because it's what developers have put some work into to give you your first real introduction to a game. It kind of sets the tone. And I think this sets it pretty well. It's super dark, it's ominous, a lot of color pop. It just creates that. Alright, so now we got a simple menu here. We got quit, settings, testing grounds, new game, and continue. Now, settings, we have quite a bit of options here. So you'll notice all of my settings are here. So I've got windowed full screen, resolution, texture screening. We're going to put it on quality just because ultra quality usually has repercussions. Now, I had to put everything on medium. When I did the other recording, I had everything on high. And I got 60 frames consistently through the first part of the game. Then I got to a new room, which didn't even have that much differentiation from the other ones. And I dropped down to like 10 frames per second, then 15, then 20, then 30. When I put it to medium, everything went to a solid 60. So we're going to just keep with that today. Still keep it at that 4K. It's all good. And then we can also, mess with our audio. Now, this is another weird issue, is a lot of times I can't use the controller to mess with the menu. So like right now, I can't use LB/RB as it's telling me to go between video, audio, controls, gameplay. But notice they are there. It's just a glitch in the system. I'm not really sure why it's happening. I'm using an Xbox controller, so I'm not really sure what the issue is. But we're going to start a new game. We're going to go straight into it. Now, I am not a big horror gamer. There's a lot of things about horror games that really bother me. I like being scared. Like, I love horror movies, horror shows, horror books, novels, comics. But games are a medium that you gotta really find the ones that are good versus the ones that are just jump scares and a dark atmosphere. So, Beyond Hanwell at least spoke to me from what I saw. So, let's see what we got here. So, we can jump. We're over it. We got a letter. The only way out of the hospital is through containment. A friend. I don't think they're a friend because it's an ominous note. Now, there's one weird thing with this game I don't like. One, there's like a fixed camera angle, so it'll redirect it, and I'm moving forward right now, but I'm not doing it. The game has decided I should do it. Alright, so I can't open it, so I'm gonna kick it. Now we're gonna run down this dark hallway, and we're gonna sprint and become a door kicker again. We did it. Alright, now we're in here. So now we got a flashlight. We can use that to look around. However, I found out this flashlight dies super fast. So, we're turning it off now. I'm just not going to deal with it. I need it probably for later. But just to give you a little look at the room really quick. Got some details here. You can see NVIDIA's DLSS doing its work there with these odd shadows. It's also a medium settings for everything. Alright, so we can change direction pretty fast if we want. God, it's just going to die so fast. Got that base room store key. The other problem I have is in games like this, resources are limited and shit's constantly dying. Can't use the workbench either because it's a demo. Alright, whatever. Let's use that key. There we go. We're going to turn this off. We're going to rely on these light shafts because this green ring around my light is going to fade fast. Now, again, I'm still highly confused, personally, on why my guy will start moving, even though I didn't choose to move it. Let's get a look in here. Yeah, isn't that nice? Oh, no! It's not good. There's faulty wiring. However, I gotta give it to him. The game looks pretty decent. Again, I'm not doing this movement. The game is doing this movement. I don't know what it is. I even had to go outside of the video, check out another one of my games, just to see if it's my controller with, you know, a little bit of stick drift, or if it's the game. It's the game. Alright, so in this room is where my quality started dipping hard. But I'm still managing a constant 60, so, you know, whatever. And I'm missing a fuse. So this will do nothing. It's okay. Anything outside to look at? Nothing. Literally nothing. Just like Shutter Island. What's this wall say? It's not safe here. No way. Well, let's go into this room then. The fact that I can just kick doors open means I got no reason to do anything else. Alright, let's see here. Looks like you can break easily. Kick this bad boy. Get my first aid kit. Let's play this tape.
Chief.
Again, I'm not doing this. It's just moving by itself.
Politely requested.
Then it stopped.
Do not take on new patients. Not enough food. People are hungry, and people are dying, she says.
So hungry.
This gives me an idea. Why can one of these issues not solve the other?
I feel like something's walking in here, because that's what it sounds like, but that doesn't mean anything, because it's just ambiance to, you know, kind of make me scared. Alright. Oh my god. So, I don't like this option. So we got the paper. It's totally readable, but I can still do this to isolate it. Don't really like that. It's fine. It's a decent feature, but I like reading it on the paper. Alright. The director will be here tomorrow morning. Let's not keep him waiting. He's been breathing down my neck since the doctor was killed in Hanwell. Well, probably because someone died. Alright, let's go to the computer. We got control panel. It doesn't want me to do anything in here because I am not authorized. Let's go to mail. Alright, so we got new patients. Mort, we need to be sure we aren't taking on healthy new patients. We barely have enough food to feed the sick ones. People are hungry and people are dying. Anna. Alright. Win a year's worth of Black Window home protection. Hello, Mort. Apply now and enter our draw for a chance to win 1 whole year of Black Window Home Protection Platinum. Black Window Home Protection Platinum includes state-of-the-art detection and warning systems, ultra reinforced anomaly doors, repellent and defense combat systems. Apply now. We hope to hear from you soon, Black Window sales team. And last but not least, dear all. Usually, I like to take a hands-off approach to all ministry institution affairs. However, recent events cannot be ignored. As of today, I am mandating that the operating theater and containment facilities be moved to the lowest levels of the hospital. Most critical patients are suffering illnesses of anomalous nature. You cannot continue to risk routine patients by trying to keep critical patients comfortable. Surgery may become less comfortable, but it will be safer. Productive citizens are to be given priority always. You're damn right they are. Oh, it's just there's things over there trying to get in. Again, it doesn't really want me using my flashlight. That's something I just don't like in horror games. Like, the flashlight creates an atmosphere, and I get it. All of a sudden it's dark and you're gonna start panicking. I get it. Is there anything in here that's about to fuck me up? Because I haven't gotten no weapons yet, so it's gonna kill me regardless. So, one thing, I know it seems like I'm confident. I'm actually pretty terrified of horror games. It doesn't keep me from wanting to play them. It just means that you're all gonna get some good reactions. What is that thumping? Can I click this button? No. So there's like nothing in here? Is there any papers to read? Yep, here we go. A little bit of drawer. Got a battery. That's good. I don't know why that's doing that. And see, like, the battery has died so quick And I just don't get the point of that. Oh. So we're about to encounter some shit? Dude, look at this poor teddy bear spilling its guts. Alright, so let's go to my inventory. What's my inventory look like? It's pretty basic. Okay. In the inventory, assign items to quick use buttons by highlighting the desired item and pressing the corresponding quick use button. Okay. Let's go down this way. Who's gonna be thumping on this door? I don't like that these are creating a beat. I guess we'll... It gets so dark. What do you got to say? Replacement request form name, Hannah Myers. She's a female. She's a nursing assistant. Ward lobby keys, the replacement type. Reason for replacement. Lost it while on the top. Oh, replacement request form. I didn't even read the top. Lost it while on the toilet. Action. Denied. Advised that Hannah goes to find a key for security reasons. Okay. Dude, I just want a flashlight battery. Have you not wondered why we are using equipment from the fucking 90s? I put in a request for IT upgrades. You should do the same. Why here in admin do we get this old shit when AC get all their fancy new gear? Maybe this note can be an email next time. Sam. Okay. Can I go through here? Ah! Oh my god! That was good. See, like, it's all the jump scares. That's what you're looking for in games like this. Make me pee myself.
Sam,
I'm gonna sit in the dark while we do this.
You're going to need a gun. I tried to email you the safe code, but the system is down again. I had to resort to handwriting it and leaving it in the basement storeroom. Unfortunately, I also had to lock up a burner there. Be careful.
Okay. Oh yeah, can I go through this door? Like, again, can I fight yet? Or am I just kind of fucked on that department? Oh. Dude, this is like a whole little area. With, like, tentacle cables. So do I just, like, run? Oh, here we go. Give me some battery. God damn it, I don't want a first aid kit. I need you to give me batteries, because the fact that this torch drains so fast is a really big inconvenience. Let's shut it off for the moment. My god, I'm almost out of... Ah! 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 It's all jump scares, dude. I swear to God. Battery? No, just glow stick. Well, what do I use glow sticks for? Do I just, like, throw them? Okay, how do I set that? Oh, assign quick use. Hold X. We'll apply it to left. We'll apply you to LB. What is this? Stone. A piece of rock can be thrown. Probably for, I don't know, whatever use, right? Okay. Well, I've set it. But I still need, like, a battery. Like, otherwise you're just... Okay, whatever. We'll just walk in the dark. I'm not doing this shit. If I'm gonna have to do this, whatever. I'll run into walls. That's what they're wanting me to do. It's so fucking dark. No. That's way more fun to do anyways. Wonder how long it lasts. What are these charred remains? What is this door just knocked down? Battery. So stupid. What is this? No, nothing. Who's here? Haven't I already been here? We'll go up to this door. Oh. Oh. And I still have not found replacement batteries. I'm gonna waste my other glow stick. This is actually my main complaint with horror games, and the reason that I love the Resident Evil series is, in this, I'm literally just walking around slowly, waiting for things to either come kill me or whatever. Or in Resident Evil, there's constantly something to do. Even Silent Hill, same thing. Like, you have a way of going and they can still scare you without making it boring. Outlast had the same thing. Like, even in Outlast, you still had a longer battery on that camera, where you'd have to go in the dark sometimes, but you didn't feel like you were about to get fucked every few seconds. I don't hate these light sources, though. They're fun. Who's gonna jump at me in here? Anybody? No, it's actually pretty empty. That's nice. A finger! Cool. I've already used both my glow sticks, so I'm just fucked on that front. Again, why can't I have a battery? Like, every horror game wants to do this thing of, oh, we're just gonna keep making it hard. And now I'm blocked. And now we're at that point in horror games where I gotta go find my way out in the dark. I don't care. You can come kill me. I don't have a map. I'm pretty much just guessing. Again, the flashing, though, is really... it's a cool thing. But I'm like 17 minutes in and I feel lost. It's way too dark to actually traverse. And if my batteries died, then I'm literally fumbling around, hoping for the best. Was there... no, there wasn't actually anything in this room. I'll go back in here? I would have been more excited if they would have just made the demo in the open world versus this one building where, like, it feels like Outlast, but budget Outlast. Where I'm just fumbling around hoping to find out what to do. Can I go through this exit? I've already been in here? Oh yeah, the store was locked, right? Close that off. Can I leave? Fuck no, I can't. So, usually in horror games, this is about the part I check out. It's literally too much work to try to make anything happen. I mean, look how dark this is. What am I supposed to do with that? And once my light goes out, I'm gonna be pretty checked out. Like, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't fit my needs. We're at like 18 minutes. Okay. Where have I not checked out before my battery fucking dies and I'm screwed? Okay, let's go back this way. We went in here. There's nothing to see. There was this computer. It's not on, though. It's just so dark. Guess let's see how far we can get. This may be a short video. And this is just because I wanted to play this. It looked cool. I just didn't know the demo was going to drop me into an asylum or whatever the fuck this place is with ridiculously limited resources. So I'm just guessing the whole time. And here's the thing. It even said it was going to be limited resources. But in a game like this, if you're going to make the battery last like all of 5 minutes, why include it? It's supposed to be like your #1 lifeline. And I get the realism of the batteries, but batteries don't die out that quickly. Again, I'm probably not the audience for this. No. No. Okay, let's go towards the red blinking light again. Go back this way. I do like the fact that objects are interactive. But at this point, I really just want something to kill me, so at least something can happen. Yeah, let's go back this way. This seemed like there was something this way, I guess. At least I can see a little bit due to these red blinkies. Can I kick this open? No. I was already in here, but why not? There's the finger. There's nothing else. We got a couple jump scares. Okay, I've made it back out into the hall. Where do I go? I feel like I've checked every single room in here. And there's not even a lingering threat, so I'm just walking around here. Is there any doors I've missed? No. Is this a door? No. A lot of drugs here. Oh, I didn't go in here. There we go. What do you got here? A battery! Hooray! Ooh, and pistol ammo for the pistol I don't have. We've been seeing an increase in an anomalous activity here recently. I've left a gun in the safe just in case. Do not write down the code. Remember it. Well, what's the code? And let's go ahead and do some of this. What's here? More pistol ammo for that lack of pistol.
I met Mort today for the first time. Apparently he came in from Hanwell during the last evacuation. But I find him weird. The way he speaks, his sentences don't really flow, and he's got a funny way of breathing. He'll fit right in.
Okay. What a good letter. Well, let's go ahead and apply this battery. There we go. Oh, I don't know the code. Yeah, none of that was given to me. At least my flashlight works now, right? Well, where I came from. Uses. And I guess we get into the puzzle solving. Well, I guess we'll make my torch last as long as we can. So I gotta find out where the fuck to go. I'm assuming I gotta get the gun to go anywhere. But I've literally gone both directions here. Okay, let's I guess let's go down this way again. One more time for old time's sake. But if I can't find anything, let's see here. There is nothing here for, okay, that's cool. Nothing that's beneficial. Like, at this point, I kind of wish it was just Resident Evil 3 style. We just had the looming threat of Nemesis walking around, because then I got something to do. Alright, prescribed terrorist organization. Whatever. None of this is beneficial to me right now. I just need to unlock the safe so I can feel like I'm doing something. I just want to see the open world more than anything. Like, that's what I'm more excited about, is to get out of here to go see the Lovecraft monstrosities. That's what I signed up for, and instead I signed up for this game where I'm just getting bad batteries, I guess. Couple jump scares here and there. Nothing of major importance. Oh, and more pistol ammo. What luck!
Gun. People are getting wise. You're going to need a gun. I tried to email you the safe code, but the system is down again.
Okay.
I had to resort to handwriting it and leaving it in the basement storeroom. Unfortunately, I also had to lock up a burner there. Be careful.
That didn't help me out at all either. Okay. What's in this room? It's just that hallway, right? Constant moving. By the way, I apologize. If anybody likes a look at this game, don't really take my word for it. I'm just not a big horror game fan because they're so slow. It doesn't excite me that much to have to run around doing this bullshit. I just want to go be scared of the monsters, and this one shows me I can take them down, so I don't know. It's whatever. I've looked around this whole place, and I'm probably missing something, but I just don't really want to keep going. I'm like 26 minutes in, right? And so, I don't know. We got to see some of the jump scares. So, you know, let's call it. I'll give my first impressions review on it, but it's not great. All right, that was my run with the Beyond Hanwell demo, and it's fine. It's nothing that I'm going to be hyped about. Now, as always, as I do my reviews, I like to give a list of pros, cons, and I base it off the price of the game. Beyond Hanwell is priced at $25. I think that's a fair price, but the demo didn't give me enough to go on, and I know I'm not the right audience, but still, 25 I think is probably fair, you know, once you go into the full game. Another weird thing for me is I have more cons than pros, which is the first time I've had that on this channel, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So we're going to start with the pros. So we're going to start with the graphics, and they're fine. Like, they're good enough. They look like every generic horror game I've ever seen. They don't really stand out, but the images I saw on Steam made them stand out more. But again, I didn't get to go into the open world to find out. The visuals added into this are decent because I like the strobe effect of the lights. I like the different color of lights. It really makes them pop and makes little features stand out, including like the writing on the walls or the strobe effects with the sound effects going into it, almost like a rhythm you can follow. The fact that you kind of keep seeing interactions with items where like I can move everything physically, that's kind of cool. And then we'll move into the sounds, which they're fine. Like, they create a nice atmosphere. There's no real music, but there's enough eerie sounds and things going on in the background that it kind of keeps you on your toes. So yeah, overall, it's good. Now let's get into the cons. Simple enough, the game is kind of boring. I don't like that they set it in one location versus being an open world game. They should have given me the option to go to like 3 different locations so I could at least see what they mean by this open world and really scavenge versus being stuck in the Outlast asylum. Another complaint I had is there's no direction to the game. You're literally wandering around this ward getting these jump scares every so often, and they're cool, but I went around the entire floor and every other thing seemed locked, and I probably missed some things, but that's where the next complaint comes in. And that is the battery on the flashlight dies way too fast. No flashlight battery dies as quickly as the one in this game, and that's annoying because I found only like 2 replacements for it, which is not long enough for Jack. And the only other options I had were these little glow sticks, which were fine, but again, at the end of it, you don't have any real clues on what to do outside of I could have found the gun in the safe, but would that have clicked the next area? And it just wasn't enough to go on, and the game's too dark, so if you run out of light, you're really just running into crap until something happens. And then the last con is the fact it just feels bland. Like, the jump scares and the monsters are fine, but It just feels like every other horror game I've played, and nothing really stands out to make me want to continue. There wasn't any unique features, and I said in the video, I wish it would have been like Resident Evil or Silent Hill or Dead Space, where it's a little bit more linear and there's a little bit more to know what to do and you don't feel as stuck. But in this, I was just running around aimlessly trying to figure out what to do, and I didn't really care to figure out what to do. It was fine, I got some jump scares, I screamed a little bit, but it's just not something I want to come back to. And this is going to lead me into my review score, or my first impressions if you will. It's a 5. It could have been higher if it would have been in the open world setting, let me see more of the monsters and the combat, but instead, it just treated it like any other survival horror game instead of showing me what separates this from the rest, and that means it just sits at a 5. And again, I'm not really a horror gamer, so your mileage may vary depending on if you like these kind of games. But for me, this just felt like every other one I've played, and I just don't really want to keep playing it. But yeah, as always, that's going to cut it. If you like what you saw, then of course, please like, comment, subscribe, dude. It all helps. Let me know in the comments if you thought I did something wrong, if you thought I was being a big baby, if you thought I just wasn't really giving it my all, and I probably didn't. But yeah, let me know your opinions, man. Talk to me about it. And as always, if you want to see more videos like this, and this is not my typical video, then of course, click the link to the right of my head to subscribe to my channel for more indie games. Click the link to the left so you can see my playlist, so you can see other games that I've already covered. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.